Coaches, what's going on? It's Coach Ian Tatum here, back with a new video. And today, I'm kind of bringing the first scheme video of the new year for me. 'Cause we are still in season, and I usually take a break from doing videos during the football season. But I got an itch, right? I wanted to get in here and talk to you a little bit about a topic today. We're going to talk about half slide pass pro and two back ISO, and how we kind of pair them together, kind of teach it the same way. I know you're probably thinking, Coach, how in the world do you do that? Well, we're gonna hop into that today, and what we're talking about is nothing earth shattering or groundbreaking. A lot of you guys probably do this. I know I've talked to several coaches that are like, yeah, we do that similar same thing, and some that are like, how in the world does that work? So stick around, and we'll get into that in a minute. All right, coaches. So half slide and two back ISO. All right. You're probably thinking, Coach, how does a pass pro go with a run play? My, for some people, ISO is a staple of their run game, as much as power or inside zone is. And for me personally, I love ISO. I grew up on it. I've made a video about it before. Make sure you go check that out as well. But then, you have your half slide, and I think you can get pretty complex with half slide sometimes. But I want to kind of show you how we kind of do it pretty simple for our guys. And that's pretty much what we exclusively have gone to outside of our boots and spread out stuff exclusively. So without further ado, let's hop into it. All right. So I'm going to share my screen. All right, guys. So first, I'm going to start with half slide. There's a million ways to do pass pro, right? You can full slide it, where every lineman has their play side gap, and you bring an H back or your running back backside to pick up the backside C gap or the edge defender. Or you can go, your half slide, which we're going to talk about today. You can do sprint out, you do your boots, you can pull guys in your pass pro. But today, with the half slide, we're going to kind of talk about, what we do, how I teach it, base way. And then we'll do it against a four-man front. We're going to keep it pretty simple here. I might jump into how we do it against odd front. It's not much different. One or two things might change, or things you might want to remind your lineman about. But when it comes to half slide, right, it's exactly what it is, right? Half the line is sliding, and the other half is man. Let's say we're going to make a right call, right? Whatever you want to call it. L and R words usually work the best, I've found, across high school for your pass pros. Just let your linemen know, hey, the slide's on the right and the man's on the left, right? If you're going to go with a right call, and vice versa as well with the left. So let's just say I make a right call. So center comes up and he's going to make a mic call. He's going to come up and, 52 is the mic. 52 is the mic. They know we're sliding to the right, right? So the center, guard, and tackle to the play side or the slide. So we're going to the right. So the center, right guard, right tackle are all sliding to their gap. So right tackle, he's got his right side A gap. Oh, excuse me, his C gap, which is play side gap. Right guard is sliding to his B gap on his right. And then the center is going to slide to his A gap on his right. Okay. They are essentially responsible for 1, 2, 3. Right. We got three guys sliding. 1, 2, and 3. A, B, and C gap. Okay, because you're expecting defense to be gap sound. So, in a perfect world, this M would have C, the 3 technique would have the B gap, and the mic responsible for the A gap or roam in some type of way. And then backside is our man side, right? So the left side of the line, left guard, left tackle, are manned up. So your tackle right here, he's got the DN, the 5 technique. Wherever he is man on man, right? Don't get beat. You have no help. Whip his butt, right? Left guard right here, he has the next down lineman, left or right. And so we kind of teach him that. And so what I also will say is if he's in a shaded nose, one technique right here, 2 eye, whatever it is, then he's essentially sliding with us. Now, what I also explain, that's awful. Let me go right here. If what I also explain is that, hey, if you're sliding with us, but if the nose penetrates and then goes B gap, he's your man, right? Because in full slide, if we're all sliding, if the nose were to go B gap, you pass him off to the tackle because he's responsible for the B. So I tell this backside guard, this left guard, is that you're sliding with the center, but understand this nose is probably has A gap. Great, keep him in the A gap, block him. But if he crosses your face to the B, he's yours. It's man on man, right? And I know a lot more, a lot simpler way, and we'll do this both ways in a second. But a lot easier way is if he's in the B gap. All right, then we're just back, right, with the left side of the line, and you're man on man. But if he's in the nose, just make sure that your left guard knows, hey, you're sliding with us, but you're still man on man. Okay, and that's how we teach pass pro for that right there. So we're gonna get into. I'm gonna wind this back real quick, and we are going to go the other way. All right. So let's say we call it a left call. Then the left tackle knows he has C gap. He doesn't have a man. He has C gap. Left guard, he's got the B gap. Center's got the A gap. Cool. Backside, it's man on man. So he's got first down lineman. He's got the next down lineman, right? So when they make calls, they'll come up and they'll say solo, solo, and they point at who they got. So the tackle and the guard now know, hey, we got these guys. And that helps us with any stunts and picks, anything like that. Say he rushes here and then goes there, and he goes here and goes there. Well, they know those two have those two, right? So if this tackle 3 technique goes C gap, well, then they're gonna pass it off and twist, right? And that's things you have to practice. Because if something's going away drastically, something's coming to you. So once he goes outside of the tackle, never cross the man and pass pro, pass him off, collect what comes to you, right? So that's how we take care of twist as well. So that one's for free. You have to pay me for that. All right. So sliding left, man on the backside. Perfect. That is half slide to a T. Now what we do if we call left, right? Then the running back knows he has to go backside, okay? And he is going to dual read. He's going to read the backside linebacker to the call. There's a left call. He knows he got the inside linebacker to the right to outside. Okay, he's dual reading. He steps up and he's reading A gap, B gap, C gap. Okay, whoever comes, whatever gets there, right? And he also, if nobody comes and blitzes, then he's picking up and helping one of the man side linemen. Okay, play side, you're on Highland. You got 3 guys sorted out. 3 guys. Okay. So essentially, this is what it would look like. Let's say that he comes in the A gap. He's going to step up and meet him in the A gap. Okay, that kind of shows you a little bit. That's literally almost ISO right there, right? If you're going to run quarterback ISO, and that's how we're going to get into it and how we teach it right now. All right, so that's half slide. Let's switch it on over to ISO and talk about how we do ISO. All right, so if we come up, we're going to run ISO. Now, well, we'll caveat, your half slide to one side is going to be your ISO to the other side. So we like to go, I like to call say sort instead of slide or zone because this is a man scheme with ISO. If you want to be nitpicky and live in those worlds of zone versus gap, which I have a lot, that's fine. If you don't want to say zone on your ISOs, that's cool. But whatever makes your kids understand it the best. So if we're going to go ISO to the right, whatever you want to call it. So ISO right, they know that the backside has this sort or sliding. Okay, so the center and the guard, they're working back. So that's A gap, B gap, C gap. Okay, now they're responsible for B and A. So I let them make a call right here. We call this is a backside double team. This is a scoop. Okay, I'm gonna draw this up. Looks a little better. This right here is a scoop on the nose. Okay, working to the wheel linebacker. Okay, at the end of the day, they still know what gaps they have. Okay, they have their backside gap because the play's going to the right. Correct. ISO right. They still have their backside gap. So the center has A gap. Guard has B gap. Well, 2's better than 1. Let's double this thing. Okay, so they're going to scoop to the backside linebacker and move this nose up out of the A gap and work and climb to the wheel. Okay, backside tackle. Essentially, he's solo. He has a C gap player. So it's not a zone, right? If somebody was to go inside, he would just pass them and then go. Okay, that's what gap they have. That's what gap they're stepping to. That's the gap that if there's a defender and that's who they have. Okay, so backside tackle, he's solo on the end. If he goes B gap, don't let him cross your face. Step inside, cut him off. Okay, backside guard and center, like I said, they're working to the wheel. If the wheel comes down the B gap, there isn't a double team. We're just back, back, back. Same thing. If the nose was the stunt and go B gap, then the guard would collect him, and the center would climb straight to the wheel. Right. So we're trying to cut off this half of the field for these three. Okay. Then on the play side, we're man. Right. You have the 3 technique, and you have the 5 technique. Right. Don't let him cross your face. Step inside, drive him out. Okay. Then the H, okay, has the ISO player. He has the mic. He's a play side linebacker. Okay. And I know that's backwards from what we did a second ago, but that's why you got to teach them together. And you say this play is a flip of the other play. Okay. And we're also going downfield, obviously. Okay. So this is just 2-back ISO. Okay. And we're going to stick it in the A gap. Okay. I'll get into a different front in a second, but I kind of want to go back and forth real quick. So we got our pass pro. We're going to slide everything left. We're going to be man on the backside. We're going to step in through the A gap for at this play be the backside linebacker. Okay, but on ISO, this is the play side, man. Okay, we're sorting and sliding to the backside, and we're going to send the H up through and isolate the Mike linebacker. Okay, let's show it from a different front real quick. Let's just slide these guys real quick. Let's put him here. Let's put him here because we can't decide. We can't dictate. Hey, D lineman is going to play like this. Can't do that, right? You can't say, hey, defense coordinator. I know we've been practicing this over front. We have 3 techniques in the H all week because we don't change up how we give our looks to our offensive linemen. So play like this all the time. They're not going to do that, right? You'll have an under front sometimes, okay? Especially if they see this is your play. They're going to try to use some fits, try to mess with your guys. Cool. Nothing changes, right? So we still have man on the play side. It's still ISO right. Man on the play side. Remember what we did over here with this pass pro. If the guy is in the nose, you slide with us. Cool. Same thing over here. Now it's just essentially a down block. Okay. You have your backside gap. So we're going to go ahead and just do the backside tackle right here. You're blocking C gap. That's who your guy is. The guard is blocking his B gap. That's the 3 technique. Center is going to block the A gap. So he's going to step through the A gap. So he's going to check the hip, just like double team rules, right? If you don't have a guy in your gap, you step to your double team and you check the hip. If he stays in a 3 technique in the B gap, cool. Climb to the linebacker now, okay? So now you're working up to the linebacker. Great. Now the H, okay, we rep this a lot. We communicate these things. If he comes up, he sees an open B gap, go through it, right? So he's going to step through the B gap and he's going to block the mic, okay? Running back, follow your H. If you get here and the A gap is closed, okay, we move this guy down, get in the B gap, and follow your H. Okay, that's basic ISO rules, right? So that's how we kind of dictate that. We don't try to, hey, the guard needs to step hard inside and cut off the nose and try to get him out, and the H tries to go through the A gap. No, okay. H, go to the path of least resistance. Okay, let's go back to the other way. Okay. H, do you have a closed B gap? Great. Why would you go there? Cool. Step in the A gap and then go to the mic. Running back will follow you. Okay. That's old school ISO, right? That's how we teach that. Okay. Same thing here. Okay. It's the same thing. If we were to flip this front, okay, let's go ahead and just move this back. Okay. Let's say we went to the left where it was these 3 for these 3. Well, let's go to the right. Okay. Cool. Okay, you have C gap, you have B gap, you have A gap. Great. You're going to slide with us. This is that down block. Okay, when it was here, okay, that's that down block right there. Cool. Down. Okay, your man right there. The running back will now step in through the B gap. Okay, this gap is essentially closed because there's an A gap defender right here. Okay, so he's going to dual read backside linebacker off the edge. Okay, so he's going to have B to C. Okay, you can also read the A, depending on if you look on film, you know the A. He's going to stunt here. Great. If he stunts there, then the guard's going to collect him. The B gap's going to be closed. Now you can step to the A gap. Okay, let the running back be an athlete and let him figure it out. So step here. Okay, read what's going on. Stays in the A. Go B down to C. Okay, it looked awful. Let's go here. Okay, to C. All right. So that essentially, guys, is how we do our pass pro and our ISO. We kind of fit them together. And yes, I know that pass pro on one side is ISO on the other. After you wrap it a bunch and that's your day one install, the kids understand it and they kind of understand what rules to take. And then obviously one's downfield and the other one's not because it's pass versus run. But your kids are pretty smart when it comes to that. All right, coaches. Yeah, appreciate everybody watching. If you found any value in this at all, please make sure you hit a thumbs up and like the video. Make sure you subscribe for more, man. I love doing videos for you guys, and I just had an itch to kind of come on and talk about this real quick. If you are in the comment section, please tell me how your season going, man. Like we are in, I think this is week 5 in North Carolina. We're actually doing pretty darn well. We're 4-1 right now, coming into our homecoming week. So tell me how y'all doing. Good, bad, ugly, beautiful, whatever it is. Please let me know because I really truly do value how you guys are doing. And I don't make these videos to seem like, hey, I take credit for anything, right? We have great players and you have great players. And I don't want you to think, hey, Tatum wants me to watch this video because he knows everything. And I've said it for years. I don't know everything, but I know a little bit. So let's talk about it. And this is what we do. And this is what I believe in. It's something good. I think it's pretty easy to teach, right? We did this in 16 minutes. I know we're coaches and we kind of understand all these things, but our guys kind of know. They kind of get it, and they play hard, right? So make sure, like I said, make sure you like, subscribe to the video, and be making sure you check out all my other videos that I made. I've been sharing a lot with the live clinics and all those type of stuff we did. All my other scheme stuff that we've been doing for almost like 2 years now. It's kind of crazy. Kind of building this thing up. But it only is possible because you guys enjoy watching it. So make sure you share it out as well. Until next time, I'm Coach Tatum. Much love. Make sure you coach it for the kids, man. Make them feel special. Coach them hard. Love them on the back end. Appreciate it, guys.